So many of us are going to be encountering a situation upon Earth where we are going to be experiencing global temperatures much lower than we've ever seen before, sustained, because there's a mini ice age coming. It happens about once every 500 years. The Native Americans were aware of this. They went through this a few times. It's been clearly recorded in their history, but not ours, as far as Americans. Because this occurred during the 1500s, when not a lot of literature was being written. And so this event, this temperature shift, this climate shift which is coming, is going to catch a lot of you by surprise. And this has potential of taking several hundred thousands of lives, simply because people are unaware of what's going on, what's happening. They're not expecting the reality of it. They're not expecting their power to suddenly fail and to be without power for weeks. And for a lot of you whose lifestyles basically depend upon, haven't even considered outside of that, are going to be caught unawares. Or folks, for a lot of you especially as well, who don't read or listen to my channels, but I'm mainly speaking to you VTuber girls. You all know who you are, who live alone, who don't have access to these things, who don't have access to community, friends, people, families, who live completely and entirely alone on the outskirts of civilization, around people who don't care. You need to find a sustainable lifestyle which allows you to seek and receive comfort and warmth and care, because you are going to need that more so than any other. So please take heed, you girls. The best way you can prepare is to think about ultimately the lifestyle that you want to be with others, because that is going to be your greatest chance of survival. For a lot of you, it's simply just going to become too cold and because of the snowfall, it's going to make it where a lot of you just can't get out of your house. You can't get out. You can't go places because there's so much snow. For a lot of you, this means that it's going to box a lot of your front doors in, your windows, because they're going to freeze over. Condensation is going to hit around the door seals, the door frames, and it's going to make things solid. It's going to be almost impossible to break open unless you have a crowbar, pry bar. That's one of the reasons why I recommend that, suggest that. And for a lot of you to work on your leg and arm strength as well, mostly your leg strength, because you are going to be plowing through a lot of snow, especially in the German and UK countries, places overseas that are close to, like Russia, China, northern, middle states, people who don't have a preparation of this lifestyle beforehand. So, yeah, please take care of you girls, and please look after yourselves and one another, and get a wood-burning stove. Some of you need to get a wood-burning stove, a small one, a portable one. Set it up, install it in your house, install it in an insulated, isolated shelter. You want shelters which are heavily insulated, purposefully insulated, ones where you almost know that there's going to be no power, so that you can stay warm. Sleeping bags are a must. Get sleeping bags. With a sleeping bag, you can go anywhere. Doesn't matter what happens to you, what happens around you. Prepare for below 30-degree weather. It's going to get below 30 degrees, 20, 15s for some of you. It's going to be mind-numbingly cold. If you thought the hot weather this year was bad, which it wasn't, it was a few degrees lower in many places globally, the cold is going to be much worse. This is just uncomfortable. Being hot is just uncomfortable. Cold, this is a good potential to take your life. And so, in a lot of places, fire or wood-burning stoves are illegal or outlawed. Buy one, get one anyways, and call it an antique, because it's going to save your life. As well as just simply getting out and being with others. It's finding people who care, people who live that off-grid sustainable lifestyle, People who have access to survival skills and resources. Those are the ones you want to team up a buddy with and get very familiar with. The ones in your village that you're going to need, you're going to rely and count upon them. Yours are you all are so valuable and so precious. You girls especially. You all hold the light and frequency of our planet. You all are responsible for so much as far as the future of our generation and civilizations. There's some of you that we just cannot afford to lose. That's why I'm speaking this way. I don't care if I make a fool out of myself, but I really just want you girls to know and to be safe. And to seek some form of long-lasting shelter, some place where you can get hugged and be warm. Some place where you can find shelter and be warm. Get food. Because a lot of shipping avenues, do it now. A lot of shipping avenues are going to close down simply because it's going to be too iced over, too heavily frozen. And so, prepare as much as you can beforehand, all of you girls. You girls are so freaking precious. Man, it's a travesty. It's going to be a travesty to ever lose you all. And by saying these things, I feel the potential's lower down. So please, yes, please do that for yourselves. Do that for others. Do that for the sake of others, for your families, the people who are relying, counting upon you to stay alive. People need you as a hope, as a vision, as a face of the future. You're more valuable than you know. We can't afford to lose any of you. Not really. So, stay safe. Peace out there. And more to come.